Soul food is beloved by many, but this Southern cuisine is more than just rich flavors.
Soul food was a lot about building community.
We spoke to culinary historian Adrian Miller, who shares 3 things you should know about soul food. First, we'll start with the history.
Soul food is just one of several African heritage cuisines in the Americas. And I say one of several because often soul food becomes shorthand for all African American cooking.
He says that although some elements of soul food do trace their roots to slavery, it's a much more complex cuisine than most people think.
Soul food is really the melding of the ingredients, the techniques, and traditions of West Africa, Western Europe, and the indigenous people in the Americas. So it's all of that coming together.
And it all began in the South.
It's really the food that Black migrants took to other parts of the country and transplanted.
As for how soul food got its name, it originated from the musical genre of jazz.
That was the sound of the Black church in the rural South. So that gospel-tinged jazz sound was called soul and funky. So it was soul music first, then soul brothers, soul sisters, soul food.
Next, soul food and Southern cooking are a lot different than you might think.
The difference is really in how the food is cooked.
Soul food tends to be highly seasoned with spicier flavors than Southern cooking. And while Southern food's main entree includes fried chicken, soul food relies on a variety of meats.
Things like pig's feet, ham hocks, chitlins.
Sugar also plays a big part in soul food cooking, whereas Southern food draws the line between savory and sweet.
One example is cornbread. A lot of white Southerners will tell you that cornbread should not have sugar in it because that makes it cake. Almost every soul food recipe I've seen for cornbread have some amount of sugar.
Lastly, what soul food is today.
I would say vegan is one of the hottest trends in soul food. But interestingly, it's not a complete departure from soul food.
It's actually the foundation of what makes this cuisine.
If you look at what enslaved people were eating during that time period, seasonal vegetables with water. If there was meat, it really wasn't in the sense of an entree. It was just to season the vegetables.
Soul food continues to play an important role in the Black community through activism and entrepreneurship.
In the 1800s, cooks who would support people who are agitating for freedom, for suffrage. You're seeing the same thing now.
And now more than ever, it's important to support Black-owned businesses.
Because of lack of access to financing and private investment, a lot of our Black restaurants are in a precarious position. So it's important just to support these entrepreneurs because it's just a really vibrant and vital part of the African American experience.
Sharing the love of Southern cuisine with 3 things you should know about soul food is at the top of the list.